That is the technology that we as South Africans and as ICT South Africans in this country can put in. Why are we not implementing it? Let's not look only at this country. Let's go internationally. I am in Switzerland on business. I need to vote. I want to vote. I'm a South African. I have to vote. I go www.elections to pick my party. My ID number goes in, the same as internet banking. 2 seconds and my vote is in. Let's look at our prisoners in the correctional services. They don't have access to computers. Let's give them access. Let's give them the opportunity to vote right there. You don't need to take them out of their cells. They can vote in their cells, wirelessly from a computer. Let's give a pensioner that's been living in a rural area for years and years and years the ability to walk to the spaza shop where she knows the gentleman that sells her bread and milk and bubble gum for her grandchildren every day, and let her vote. Let him explain to her, all you have to do is push a button and you can vote. You have accountability for voting real time right now. Big screens, internet, anybody in the world, the minute they click that button, can say verification against the person, vote accounted for, and the button clicks over 102, 103, 104 for each party. As it happens, the validations are taking place. Real time. Verification against the database of how many people in South Africa against the voting list and the party's votes nominations is, I would say, less than 5 minutes on 95 million people. What more is this country asking for than an e-election? We've won the bid for 2010 World Cup. We are not anywhere near ready to bring in our tourists into this country in an ease and let them go out in an ease. They need to know about KZN, what the trains are, how far is the airport from the train station, how far is the train station from the bus station, how far is there a service, is there a taxi, do they speak their languages, do they know where the stadiums will be, how many taxis will be available, are the taxis big enough to carry their luggage or their baggage. What are we going to give our tourists in 2010? We can give them beautiful stadiums. Our stadiums are not ready. Yes, we're building the stadiums. We're building the best stadiums. But access into those stadiums, accountability for those tickets bought on the internet through the eGov platform, Azra audiovisual software can account once again for each tourism of a ticket bought, a flight ticket bought, the entry into the country, the entering into the stadium, the bus they took to get to the stadium or the train station, the position they were last in the stadium. The IT system for the World Cup 2010 for the soccer stadiums can be linked to the government e-platform. You buy a soccer game's ticket on the internet. You receive your ticket with a band that you wear for each game, a different band. The minute you swipe it, it will be able to enter into the stadium for the game. Accountability for a tourist with an ID number against a seat number, a face, a voice, a video clip, biometrics, 100%. You've accounted for that tourist in that game. You have a track and a trace and a monitoring and evaluation system, a database that you can access at any given time. You can account for the tourist moving from one area to the other area immediately. As tourist is involved in an accident, immediately the traffic officer will be able to say on the system, this tourist is this number, this is the ID number, this is the photograph, this is the voice recording. How do we identify tourists right now? Documentation. Communication is the most vital part of the structure of eGov. The departments that we haven't touched on, labor, forestry, mineral affairs, defense, once the e-platform is in, will automatically just filter through the same process flow. One system, one accessible database. Trade and investment, international, so that we can benefit from the skill that they have. and economically turn this country over and give the skill to the South African people.